So hello resellers, hope you guys are having a beautiful day. I was just thinking today because judging by the kind of products I sell on eBay, I do not tend to list a lot, and for a very long time, I haven't really listed, items because I pretty much sell the same items over and over and again. And if you have been following this channel for quite a while, you would have pretty much noticed that I have talked about the fact that if you have the possibility to sell, it might just be one of the best things you can do for yourself. You're going to save yourself a lot of headache. Yes, truth be said, when you are starting out, it makes a lot of sense if you can actually go out and buy diverse products, because it's exactly how you know which product the market wants and which products, are not in demand. Yes, there's going to be a lot of benefits of you going out, trying your hands on different items, because when you also go out, you tend to find out the items you really enjoy. Personally, I don't enjoy clothing products. It's not to say that there's not a lot of money to be made if you sell clothing. I just enjoy selling electronics because I feel like the ASP on this item is pretty much bigger, and I just feel it's just worth my effort if I can lay my hands on very good hardwares, test them, and when they are in very good conditions, I can actually resell them. And because of that, given that the market is pretty much very specific what it wants, it's very easy for me to say, you know what, on my shop, I'm just going to have 5 different models of different items. I'm just going to, laser focus on these items. And this is what I've been doing for a very long time. It has been helping me. It has made my reselling process so streamlined. Because of this, I actually developed a process that makes it possible for me to just list this item myself. I know these items from A to Z, and I know how the market reacts to a particular price on this product. And this has actually helped me over the years. But in the last few days, I kind of feel like the market is pretty much shrinking. Of course, the situation in the world is actually responsible for this. People are losing their jobs. People are finding it difficult to even get new jobs. And, things are a little bit, tight at the moment. Of course, there's still the competition factor. A lot of people have just figured out that reselling is actually one of the most potent and reliable side hustle you can actually embark upon. Because of that, a lot of people are just waking up to the fact that, look, they want to be resellers. It doesn't matter what. They want to get their hands dirty reselling. And because of this, things are generally just slowing up. So if you list an item today, it's kind of getting a little bit difficult for the items, to sell. Gradually, the days where items just tend to sell immediately, it's kind of gradually gone because, like I said, people do not have a lot of disposable income. Those that do have the disposable income, they are also very careful how they spend their money. They are really spending money on the things that they really want. And because there's a lot of competition, you might find out that, look, you are listing an item and the item is not really selling as fast as you would expect. That's not to mean that the item will not ultimately sell if the item is the right item. And what I mean by the right item is if it's an item that the market wants, it's going to ultimately sell. But then I was taking a look at my shop today and I felt like this might be the right time for me to begin to diversify, the kind of items I sell a little bit. For quite a long time, I have just focused on a particular category, and within the category, I have just, laser focused on a subcategory, and I've just continued to sell on this category. But then I feel like it would make a lot of sense if I could also, spread out my tentacles just a little bit, not so wide. I'm not going to go, selling in a totally different category that I have absolutely no idea how things work. But if I could go ahead and list some more stuff, if I could go ahead, and test the waters, list in a category that is also very related to the category in which I sell, which is electronics, perhaps I just have a way of also, breaking into the market, getting to understand how the market goes there. And at the end of the day, I am not just limited to a particular category such that when things are not selling, your shop is easily affected. And when things are pretty bad, then you are just kind of fingers crossed, waiting for when things are going to be better again. I feel like it's also a good strategy, even though I have always preached against it. I have always said, focus yourself on a particular category. But I feel like with the recent changes in the scheme of things, I do feel like this might also be something I want to try out. So in the next few days, I'm going to be trying to take a look at what I can possibly buy that is very related to the things I sell. And I'm going to be listing them, testing how it will look like if I decide to diversify my shop a little bit. I feel like it's going to be for good, because then I'm not actually limiting myself, to the possibilities which I have. I already have a warehouse space, In any case, I'm already paying for the warehouse, and it makes a lot of sense if I can actually, just move out a little bit and see how this is going to go. So this is the next move I'm about to make. Definitely, if things work out as I plan, I'm going to be informing you guys, giving you guys some tips about what I've learned, and also to encourage you that, look, if you are actually selling a particular category and things are not moving the way you expected to move, one thing you can do is to see how you can actually, move out from the category in which you are selling. It could be that you are selling books, and for one reason or the other, you are just having problems selling these books. You want to consider a related product, something you are pretty much conversant with. You do not have to have specialized knowledge of the item, but if you can actually go out and do the research that you have to do, it's very, very possible that you'll be able to figure it out, because reselling is such that if you already know how to resell, you already know the moves to make, you know how to reach out to buy stuff, you know how to, contact people, ask them if they've gotten stuff for you. It's very easy to actually transfer, this skill to another category. I know of a reseller that was heavily, into electronics, but in the recent time have kind of pivoted his shop, to selling clothing, shoes, and goods in related category. And it took this reseller little or no time to actually understand things, because if you are coming from a heavy category like electronics, it shouldn't really take a lot of time, to adapt to the new category that you will find yourself in. So I'm still looking out, trying to take a look at what these are available to me and see how I'm going to be, launching out and trying to diversify this shop. Yes, eBay is something that we have come to love, and we cannot just fold our hands and see things gradually winding up. We have to, keep pushing, keep putting a lot of effort to see to it that the business stays, to see to it that we are bringing decent items to the market on a daily basis, because this is the service that we're actually rendering, to the people. Some people see themselves in reselling, but at the end of the day, they do not actually see themselves as people rendering very valuable service. I see myself as somebody, toiling day and night, grinding it out just to make sure that if anybody comes to my shop looking for a used item, he or she receives the best item, that one can get. This is my own service, and this is what I am actually doing every day. So I'm going to be going out. I do not know the shape it's going to take. Hopefully, I should be able to do it like I've said it now. But then sometimes when I find a little bit of space, I want to do something like this, then everything gets so busy again and the project is just put on the side. But right now, I think I pretty much have a lot of time to test this out. I'm just going to go all out and see how I can actually make this possible. Let me know what you think. How is it like in your shop? Have you been recording sales? Are you diversifying your shop? Are you actually collapsing things and just making sure that you focus in a particular category? Let me know what you think in the comment section. And until I see you again in the next one, peace.